Like I
I
said,
was like, should get
Rainatary.
men.
Yeah, little men. Pause men's.
Welcome to Court Captains Volleyball Podcast.
Where we talk all things Major League Volleyball.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Ian. And today we're talking the season's over for half the league. And it's really just getting started for the other half of the league that are going to be in the playoffs. But first, a message from our sponsor. This episode of Court Captains, as all episodes of Court Captains this season, has been brought to you by Volley. Fantasy over now, but still use the Volley app for scores, for stats, for finding content like the Court Captains pod. And also there's a community tab. If you go there now, Nikki and Kelly are going to be in Dallas for the playoffs, and you can submit some this or that questions to ask for them to ask the players. Well, make them good, make them interesting. Would you rathers are always fun. Let them know. You can find the Volley app at playvolley.com/courtcaptains, playvolley.com/courtcaptains.
Thank you, Ian.
Yay.
Incredible
So
job.
welcome.
Amazing.
And yeah, write some good this or that's. And we'll ask some
You like
players.
Sweet or salty?
Totally. That's a really good one. Okay, well, on that note, let's talk about the big news that hit the airwaves a few hours after we recorded last week.
Impeccable timing.
As per usual, we got a two-part message from the San Diego Mojo. It's a lot of words. I'm gonna read some of the relevant ones. Okay. The San Diego Mojo organization is heartbroken to announce that Thursday, April 30th against the Grand Rapids Rise will be our final home match. Owners Jerry Ann and Gary Jacobs' cultural commitment to San Diego remains unwavering. Gary remarked, "From the outset, our vision included a long-term plan to support the Mojo in the San Diego market. In lieu of playing in 2027, we plan to use that season to create and execute a strategic plan for 2028 and beyond. The league believes a different direction is required." Major League
Just meaning the
Volleyball...
league is like, no, we don't want you to take a year off.
Yeah, right. Continuing this quote from him, Major League Volleyball remains committed to San Diego and will lead the effort to identify potential new investors to carry the Mojo forward. That's all that I'm going to read for now. So that was, I believe, Tuesday. I'd like to mention that Major League Volleyball account followed up, I think it was the next day. Boy, they really put out quite a few videos. I got to scroll.
How long did it take them to put out their statement?
2 days.
So weird.
Really odd. Statement from MLV. Major League Volleyball is proud of the role the San Diego Mojo has played as one of the league's original franchises over our first 3 seasons. San Diego has been an important part of building the foundation of professional volleyball in the United States. We are grateful to Gary Jacobs for his leadership and commitment. He stepped in during a critical period for the team and has been a strong partner in helping position both the team and the league for the future. Major League Volleyball is entering a historic new chapter. Earlier this season, we surpassed 1 million fans in attendance in league history and delivered record-setting viewership. In 2027, the league will expand to 12 teams nationwide, significantly growing our footprint and long-term opportunity. San Diego remains one of the most vibrant volleyball communities in the country. We believe strongly in its long-term potential at the professional level. We're actively exploring strategies for the market, building on the momentum established by the Mojo.
12 teams next year.
So this was their official acknowledgement, first official acknowledgement of 12 teams, which
It's 5 new teams.
That's been
Yeah.
So let's break it down. We're going from 8 to 7 with Mojo leaving,
Yeah.
right? We know about Minnesota, DC, NorCal.
Which everyone calls it. Everyone says that. NorCal. That's the thing.
Everyone calls it NorCal. Everyone says it. That's the region. Okay. Now, those are our confirmations. But as we've said, as you've heard on this podcast, we suspect Vegas is back next year.
Okay.
That's 11.
They're pulling what the Mojo wanted to do. The psych out, take a year off, come back.
Right. With
like
new
the
ownership.
Undertaker. Yeah. Like, oh, we thought he was dead, but it's the Undertaker. Oh my God. It's the thrill.
Brett Favre our ass.
For real.
And then the 12th, which has not been announced. Have we talked about this here together? Or have I just talked about it off mic? It's
it might have been
LA.
Yeah, I think it's
Los
off
Angeles.
mic.
Well, because the nonsense that you never know is like real, which is why we don't talk about it on the pod, was like
Right.
basically a San Diego for LA swap. At one point, it sounded like they were moving to LA. Obviously, from the statements, that doesn't seem like the case. Like it'll be a new ownership group, whether or not
Right.
they get some of the assets from the San Diego team or whatever.
Totally. So, yeah, that's the gossip. I will say that we first heard that LA was a possibility mid season. Gossip. Gossip, it came across our desk.
The hot
Okay.
goss.
The hot goss is that LA was starting, but the league never announced it. So I'm thinking, what's going
They
on,
still
right?
haven't, right? Like, what
Truly,
the hell?
truly,
They still haven't.
truly, just an astonishing decision to drop that they're going to have 12 teams and leave it up to the fans to try to sleuth
Piece
The
it
other
who
two.
together.
are those people, do the math.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I
Well, and like I could see why they as a league would just be like, "Hey, let's get through the playoffs and then we'll figure out like let's not get in the way of the actual product and let's watch it and then we'll say what's going on next year." But I also understand the San Diego wanting to be like, "Hey, this is our last home game. We're not
totally.
going to be here anymore, so like come celebrate the team." And those
Hmm.
just being like at odds because yeah, it would feel like why would you not be announcing who those teams are
Yeah.
as you're
I mean,
saying that
from
San Diego's not going to exist?
Well, then
from the
why doesn't Mojo just say we're moving, or is it going to be a
Yeah.
different
it's
name?
not the same owners.
Yeah, it's
So,
I don't
I
know
think
about
it's
the
mostly the
branding,
owners that would make that
the
difference.
move
Yeah.
qualification.
So
But the
technically
other
it'll be a
thing,
different org.
right, it'll
but
technically
same
be
name,
different.
we think?
We don't know about the name or the
Yeah,
branding.
okay.
The real thing is if they win a title, does the LA team get to claim that as a
Absolutely
title
not.
they had in San Diego? No, it's different
No.
org, different
That's a
franchise.
no. That's a no from me, dog. Here's the what I understand San Diego maybe needing to or wanting to announce it before their last home game. They gave away a ton of tickets. They're doing a 40% off merch sale.
Yeah,
I
go to the
will
Mojo
be
website.
I will be purchasing some Mojo merch.
Now it'll
Drip.
be vintage and cool.
Exactly. So I'm in. I'm in on that. But they gave away a ton of tickets. It was such a good energy for the last home game. Like I saw they won. So it was like I saw some videos, really fun stuff. Here's my big hypothesis based on again, rumors that are going around. The rumor is that 5 or 6 Mojo players and Alicia Childress are joining LA. So,
Okay.
another kind of point in the column of are they moving? But I don't think they are. I think it's just those players and I wanted to keep playing for coach, wanted to
Yeah.
keep sticking together. And so the natural thing was, we like California, we'll go over there.
Sure.
I wonder how much else of like the non-playing and coaching staff behind the scenes that they're keeping. Obviously, there's a lot of like event staff that work at the actual arenas that they won't be taking, but yeah, I don't know about the rest of that.
Right. I don't know either. But it would make sense if Mojo needed to make this announcement before the last home game, especially then if the LA announcement is coming soon, which if we know anything, we'll record this on Monday and then it will be announced on Tuesday morning and you the listener will know. But
See the
announcing it
Instagram,
the
yeah.
week of playoffs, when you're trying to drum up all this
Yeah.
attention,
I don't
Yeah.
think they
that
want
makes
to.
some sense for me.
Yeah.
But you don't think they
I just,
will?
I mean, maybe, but like it seems like it just to me it would feel like so much chaos in the league.
Well,
Well, they're
that's because
just
it
trying to be
is.
like, hey, yeah. Well, they just want to be like, hey, watch these two games that are going to be good.
Yeah.
why even put 12 teams specifically?
Yeah.
Because they were trying to bury the bad news. Pro, con, pro.
It's just silly.
It's messy, baby. That's
It's
what we do
messy.
it for.
It's messy.
That's what we do it for. So I'm anticipating an announcement this week. And that's based on just vibes.
Yeah,
Atlanta vibes.
because yeah, they have to announce it because they said that they're going to announce signings after the championship. So you can't
Yeah.
really announce signings
Of a
to a
team that doesn't
That
exist
doesn't
yeah.
yet.
exist. But that
Yeah.
have to have signings. So like that would reveal those two
That
teams.
allegedly already do have signings.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you would think like or else you're going to be so behind the eight ball in your first season. There's no
Oh my
expansion
gosh.
drafts in this league, so
No, there are not. The other,
Weird.
let's shift into like free agency gossip because I did say rumor
more
is
goss.
5 to 6 players from Mojo signed with LA, including coach.
Hmm. Hmm.
It is sounding like the choice to move free agency up probably is what we thought, which is all of these players getting international looks, getting Loveba looks, and like they needed to be able to compete and re-sign some of those players. So that more or less has been verified as the reasoning, which is great. And that means that a handful of international players have signed with MLV, new international players.
Oh,
So I think that we're going to get some really cool newbies. We're also going to get some players who are playing internationally but are American. And the big one that was just hinted today, Monday, which I think we're going to find out and confirm Tuesday. And so I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to live check, listener, if I'm right. I am pretty sure that Minnesota is signing Stephanie Samity,
I saw that rumor.
the really good opposite who came into Omaha very last minute season 1. She played at Minnesota, and we think this is like the right time in her career where she's kind of doing like a comeback home situation. Home, quote unquote. I don't know where she's from.
She played at the University of Minnesota from
Great.
2017 through
Just checking
2021.
out.
Great.
She's
Yeah.
a 6'2" opposite. That was a 5-time ABCA All-American.
Damn. Those are like those kids that get 5.0 GPAs. It's like that's not even supposed to be the scale. How do you get 5 All-Americans?
COVID
But it's the
year.
COVID year, yeah.
And she played for the national team a little bit.
Yeah. Which like she should be on that shit every year. She's been
Yeah.
getting snubbed a little bit.
So this would be her 5th season, right? Or no, this would be her 6th season. So basically she played in Germany, Italy, and Turkey, and then came over to Omaha for a little bit during the first season of formerly PVF.
Uh-huh. That's right. And she
And
crushed.
yeah.
She
And
was so good.
Yeah, she do.
Well, so that's, I think, extremely good. A good sign of the like overall skill direction of this league.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited to hear it. Well, so, and that's why it's kind of interesting, right? It's going to be like the week of playoffs, and we're seeing that Minnesota is going to announce a player that's not currently in the league. And so maybe we'll get some announcements this week of players who are not currently in the league, either international or American, playing internationally. That's pretty cool. But then the other thing that definitely we should expect is like next week. Now, listen, do I remember last year when I said, hopefully we're going to get free agency announcements this week? Hopefully we're going to get signings this week. And I truly did say it for 10 weeks in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
Eventually
don't
you
want
were right.
eventually I
Yeah.
was correct. And, you know, we're going to start strong and hope that I'm correct sooner this time. Allegedly, we should get some of these signings of current MLB players immediately after the championship. So
Sure. You just
we
don't
may
want to
have
get in the way
interesting
of the,
things to talk about
the
next week.
championship news cycle.
No, of course. We just want to keep that momentum going. And I think that's kind of all I have for you on free agency gossip.
Sweet.
Cool.
Maybe next week, this time, we'll have big stuff to talk about.
Well, at least we'll have the championship to talk about.
At
But
least
maybe
that.
some free agency as well.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. Okay, I think it might be time for Scorner.
Okay. Last one. Well, the last regular season one of the year. We'll have one more next week. But
Yeah.
Scorner, any snacks? I know Nikki was eating pasta before the pod started.
We have some sweet onion pretzel twists from Trader Joe's.
Nice.
Excellent.
Quite tasty.
Give a little.
Sounds
give a little.
delicious.
Influencer.
Very, yeah,
Palm.
very good.
Yeah, Palm. Thank you.
All right.
Ian Scorner.
Well, this one began then Thursday, April 30th. Grand Rapids Rise at San Diego Mojo on the Roku channel, and San Diego sent the Rise into the offseason with a sweep in front of their home crowd. They won 25-19, 25-22, 30-28. Fun long last set. They out-hit Grand Rapids 241-182. Grace Loberg led them with 19 kills, hit 325, had 3 blocks as well, an ace. Also helped the Mojo in a really good passing day for them. She had 28 attempts at 68% positive. Maya Tabern was the other passing outlet for the Mojo. 35 passes at 77% positive. Also had 9 kills at 320 and 4 blocks with an ace too. Giovanna Brejkosevic finished with 12 kills at 292, blocking an ace, and Maren Grote and Taylor Sandboth, he struggled in this one, combining for 6 kills, hitting around 100 for the two of them. On the other side, Carly Snyder led the way for the Rise, 12 kills, 200 with a block. Paige Briggs Roman was the other Rise player in double figures. She had 11, 242, a couple blocks as well. The Rise didn't pass terribly. We saw some worse passing this week, but they had 53% positive to the Mojo's 72% positive. So still got worked in that area in this one. And like I said, that was their last game of the season. So a nice little last month or two, but didn't quite make it. Then Friday, May 1st, Atlanta Vibe at Orlando Valkyries. Orlando took advantage of a tough offensive day for Atlanta to win in four. 25-16, 25-18. Then Atlanta won the third 25-21, and then Orlando closed the door 25-19. They outblocked the Vibe 18-7. 17 of those blocks came in 2 sets. They had 7 blocks in the first set and 10 blocks in the fourth set to finish the match, closing the door on that potential Atlanta comeback. Kaz Brown led the way on the block for Orlando. She had 5, also had 9 kills at 412. Brittany Abercrombie led the Valkyries in kills with 14 at 314, along with 3 blocks. And Lindsay Vanderweide and Natalie Foster both had 3 blocks, combined for 11 kills at around 200 for the two of them. On the other side, Atlanta couldn't find much of anything outside of the third set that they won. They hit 98 to Orlando's 222. 18 hitting errors along with the 18 times they were blocked. Taylor Smith had 13 kills to lead them at 65 with a couple blocks, and Madeline Isringhausen followed up with 12 kills and a couple of blocks, but hit negative 38. She also took 59 of the team's 90 passes at 37% positive. Aiko Jones played the first 3 sets, had 10 kills at 103, and Maggie Mendelson did pretty well with her chances, 5 kills at 385 with a couple blocks and an ace. Also on that Friday, Columbus Fury at Indy Ignite on YouTube. Columbus put up a valiant effort, but Indy won the final 2 sets to win in 5. They won the first 25-22 and then lost 20-25 and 18-25 in the next 2 sets to the Fury before winning 25-18 and 15-13. Indy took the chance to rotate a lot of people again in preparation for the playoffs. Got all they could handle from the Fury, but like I said, still won. They hit 263 to the Fury's 309, so the Fury did out-hit them. Amani Bush led the way for the Ignite. She had 20 kills at 255, couple blocks, couple aces as well. Struggled passing, though, had 4 errors and was 28% positive on the day. Kara Cressy had 10 kills at 350 with a block and an ace as well, and Cameron Hanna had 10 kills at 321. Taylor Landfair also did a lot of work. She took 40 swings and 34 passes, but she finished with 13 kills at 75, blocking an ace. On the other side, Megan Lush played really well for the Fury, 12 kills at 400, passed 63% positive, and added a block and a couple of aces. Tied for the team lead with 11 digs, too, so doing a lot over there. Jalen Hodge led the team in kills with 14 at 321, also added 10 digs. They spread the ball around a lot for the Fury. Raynell Jones and Maya Winteroff both had, or combined for 12 kills between the two of them at over 400 with 4 blocks as well. So some good offense in that one. And then lastly on Friday, Omaha Supernovas at the Dallas Pulse. This was the first of our couple of potential title previews, and Dallas was impressive in this one. They swept Omaha at home, 25-20, 25-19, 25-21. Dallas led in this one by Sofia Maldonado Diaz. She had 15 kills at 353, a block and an ace. Mimi Collier followed that up with 12 kills at 286, an ace as well. Tristan Savage hit over 450 with 6 kills and a couple blocks. Tough to take too much out of this one just because there's a lot of rotation on the Omaha side, but still has to feel good to beat a team that you could potentially see in the playoffs rather than lose to them. Omaha, like I said, rotating a good amount, struggled offensively, hitting 150 to the Pulse's 305 in order to break, had 8 kills at 250 with an ace. Reagan Cooper played the first 2 sets, had 5 kills at 45 with an ace. And Toyosi Anabanjo looked good on both sides of the net, 3 blocks, 5 kills at 333. Emily Londutt came in for the final 2 sets, had 5 kills of her own at 188. And that was Friday. Then we skip Saturday, go right to Sunday, May 3rd. Atlanta Vibe at Columbus Fury on YouTube. Atlanta ended their season with a sweep of Columbus as both of those teams headed into the offseason. The Vibe was rolling on offense, led by Maggie Mendelssohn's 11 kills at 647. She had a couple blocks. Jackie Moore had 10 kills at 643. So that's a pretty good couple of stat lines for you. Pia Timmer, Leah Edmond, and Aiko Jones all had 8 kills, hit 240, 217, and 154 respectively. Aiko Jones also had 3 blocks and an ace and passed 60% positive on 30 passes, so pretty good. On the other side, the Fury were out hit 333 to 196, led again by Megan Lush. She had 8 kills at 200. Raina Terry led the team in attempts, but struggled compared to her pretty high standards this year. She hit 67, added a block and 3 aces. Raynell Jones was a standout after she came in to start the second set. Ended the match with 7 kills at 636 with 2 blocks as well. Reagan Pittman Nelson also had a good showing to finish the season. She finished half her swing, 6 kills at 333. Also on Sunday, San Diego Mojo at Indy Ignite on YouTube. Another one of the potential title previews. Ended with Indy winning after 4 after losing the first set. They lost 22-25 in the first and then won 25-13, 30-28, 25-17. Indy tightened the rotation back up again in their last match before the playoffs. It still looked pretty good. They hit 302 to the Mojo's 214 after getting off to a slow start. Johnny Taylor led the way. She hit 441 with 18 kills and 2 aces. Jalen Keene looked really good again. A couple aces and a block with her 11 kills at 417. And Lydia Martin added 3 blocks and 5 kills at 250. Anna DeBeer was second on the team with 14 kills at 219. And Lekator had 13 kills at 143 with a couple aces as well. For the Mojo, they were led by Grace Lobrig's 10 kills at 286. They looked decent at times during their match, but in the end, they had more than 20 fewer kills than the Ignite. So, tough. That's not going to win you a ton of games, I guess. Allison Jacobs came in during the second set and finished with 7 kills at 190. Maren Grote had another 6 kills at 235 with a couple blocks. Giovanna Brejkasevich had 9 kills at 214 and 5 blocks as well. So that's pretty nice. Mojo struggled passing the ball, though. They had 8 passing errors and finished at 37% positive. And then the last game of the regular season, Orlando Valkyries at Dallas Pulse on Vice TV. Orlando ended their season on a high note, beating the Pulse in 4 sets in Dallas. They won 25-21, then lost the second 19-25, and then won 25-13, 25-15. Both teams left a lot of their offensive weapons out of the match on the bench. No Mimi Collier, no Sofia Maldonado Diaz, no Brittany Abercrombie, no Natalie Foster. All of them sat in this game. And Orlando took advantage to finish the season with hitting 282 in this one of the Pulse's 127. Nia Shimei led all players with 15 kills at 310 with a couple blocks. Charity Looper had 10 kills at 241. Passed pretty well too, 61% positive on 23 attempts. Bree Kelly had a really good game to end the season, 6 kills at 545 and 5 of the team's 15 blocks. Adana Roland Schad came in during the third set, had 8 kills at 533. As I mentioned, Dallas rested their big 2 weapons in this one, and their offense struggled like you might imagine. They got blocked 15 times. They had 11 hitting errors. Carter Booth did well with their chances, though. She had 7 kills at 400. 3 blocks. Kelsey Payne had 7 kills at 250, also 3 blocks. She just played the first 3 sets. Caroline Muth and Elizabeth Martin led the team in attempts for the match, finishing with 11 and 10 kills respectively, combined to hit about 100. And they had 3 blocks between them as well. And that was the end of the week.
Beautiful.
It's over.
It's
over,
done.
bitches. It's over, bitches. So, a couple of records of note. Indy Ignite, 23-5. That's the record for the most match wins by any team in league history.
In the MLB
Epic.
history.
In MLB and PVF history. Okay.
The combined.
Well, I mean, first of all, they didn't play that many games the first season. And last year they played the same amount of games and no one won 23 of them. So that's Indy setting a record. Additionally, I am pretty sure that Mamie Collier broke the single season kill record with 466. If this is updated. If this league stats individual leaders might not be updated, but I know that Brittany Abercrombie said it last year, and I believe she broke it this year. I don't know if the team's not announcing it because they're going to at the end of the season. I don't really know, but she did do that. JFYI.
Crazy.
And
we got our 2 potential title previews that I liked.
Oh, right.
Indy and San Diego and Omaha and Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of them was super close, but everyone was changing their stuff.
Right. I mean, I like that approach.
Yeah,
See
I
what
mean,
you got.
Indy took the one where they like 2 games ago they rested a lot of people, and then
Yeah.
they went for the like, hey, we don't want to be
Yeah.
totally cold going into the playoffs, and Dallas took the opposite, where they rested him last game of the season.
Mm-hmm. So we didn't really get the matchup, is the thing.
Well,
Yeah, it's
Kind of fun.
and Dallas still like I said it in this corner, but like you can't take a ton out of the Dallas Omaha game because Omaha was doing a ton of rotation there, but it's
Yeah,
still
they
got
were.
to feel like nice to beat the team. You know, if you end up meeting them in the title game, to be like we just beat you, even if it was
Yeah,
a different roster.
totally.
we just crushed you.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, right. I mean,
but
Orlando
then
just misses the playoffs,
yeah,
13 and 15.
rough.
Omaha makes it in with a 500 record.
Wild.
And then, boy, none of us saw Atlanta finishing 10 and 18.
Rough.
Yeah.
It's not good for them.
No.
I mean, they swept Columbus to finish the season, so but it feels like that's kind of been the way. Obviously, it hasn't been as on and off. They lost 18 games, they only won 10. But
Mm-hmm.
there's still some matches where, when it's working for them, you can see
Yeah,
the
the pieces,
flashes.
some of the pieces. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'd be really interested to know what their approach is going to be for signing people. I think they had a really young group out on the court.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see
Seems
some
like a cool
veterans
place.
join Leah.
Yeah. Seems like a cool place to be too. Like
Yeah.
it's one of
Yeah.
the it's probably, I don't know, is it the biggest market in the league? I guess Dallas is probably the biggest market in the league.
Large
Yeah.
airport.
LA, if it exists.
LA, if it exists, is pretty
Yeah.
big. Yeah, I mean, good on paper, didn't really pan out that way. Omaha, good on paper, panned out a little bit that way, you know?
Yep.
They've been through it.
Yeah. Well, do you want to talk about the games that happened? Are there any other things from the last week of the regular season that stood out to you? I feel like Ian really covered us.
Yeah. Well, there was that game that had 18 blocks.
Yeah, that
Who
was
was
the
that?
Atlanta Orlando game.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Orlando
Orlando's
outblocked them
like,
18-7, but they
all right,
had
we're
17
awake.
in 2 sets. Yeah.
They're like, we're up.
We
I don't
got
know if
us.
10 blocks in a set is a record, but it seems like it's probably close.
It's really interesting that we've seen all of these big blocking matches sets
Yeah.
toward the end of the year.
Yeah, I
I would have
agree.
thought y'all were tired.
Well, but the
Maybe
hitting
the
team
hitters
is
are
the
tired too.
offensive
The
Yeah.
team is
hitters
maybe
are more
tired.
tired. And the blockers like know how to manage. I've seen them all year.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
I
same as
love
Atlanta.
blocking.
Well, I guess that game is good to talk about just because both of them are going away. That was their last, week. We're not seeing them in the playoffs, Atlanta and Orlando.
Hmm.
Brittany Abercrombie had a really good game in that one.
Yeah, she's back, but
Yeah.
so
But then
late.
didn't play their last game either.
Didn't
Yeah.
play.
Yeah. Well, that kind of, I understand Amy just being like, I
Yeah.
got this big bench of
Yeah.
like, I got some
Yeah.
people mid season. Like, let's throw some people in, you know?
That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's a
I think
I
nice
those are
like it.
like Kaz
call.
Brown's been pretty good. Natalie Foster has been really good. Like she's, I don't know, obviously like the queen of the aces right now in the league, but
Hmm.
she had a pretty good offensive season regardless. Had a lot of blocks too. So
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Charity Looper is interesting. Where's she gonna go? She's from Dallas, just saying.
mm,
Oh.
Could be interesting.
Where was she last year?
Vegas, rookie year,
Mm.
out of Louisville. Will she go? Will she do a Vegas return?
It's like Saturn
Like the
return.
Saturn. I knew you would get it. Her Vegas return. Same with maybe, I don't know, Hannah Maddox. What's going to happen?
I don't know. Like it'll be interesting to see where Dallas's outsides go,
Hmm.
because then
How
that
they
would be a
replace
good
them.
opportunity for Cher if she wants to go back to Dallas.
Right.
Yeah.
Which who knows? But
Yeah. Some people don't want to live where they grew up.
oh my gosh, at one point, Atlanta had I should have made this up superlative, but I didn't. But right now I'm coming up with like the team that did the best at social media. And the reality is only I would be able to bestow that to someone because you guys aren't on social media like I am. But Atlanta Vibes digital creative person would get the award for me because they were having their players do full on like acting work. And at one point, I think that Avery Carlson, they were in Dallas and maybe Avery Carlson is from there or something. And they were doing like confessional style. Avery thinks that she's so cool that she got to eat dinner at her mom's house. She won't stop talking about it. And then they go to somebody else. It's just like, I've just like had enough of Avery. Like, I slept so well last night. Just like, stop. And then it was just it was chef's kiss.
That's cool.
I was so happy. Anyway, I was trying to think of like, because that's when I think of like, oh, do you want to play for the city that you live in? Good things, but also maybe not your vibe. Maybe you just want to go back there the 2 times that you visit to play.
Yeah.
It's easier. What about the other two? Fury and Rise. The Rise, it feels like I haven't seen them forever already because they played their last game on Thursday.
Yeah, they're dispersing. They're all going home. I'm glad they get to rest.
Yeah, they gave it a really good effort.
Totally. In the final 11th hour. It wasn't enough.
Like 4. Well, it feels like it was like a whole month that they were really good, but they just dug themselves too deep of a hole.
Yeah, for real. I think that they'll have some returners that they want to return, and hopefully they will be able to maintain less injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Orlando felt like the same way, like that. Obviously, injuries are a part of it, but you can't plan for them.
What's the general consensus? Like, do people like playing for Kathy in Grand Rapids?
That's a good question. I think that Kathy is here's my perspective. I believe that she like really fights very hard for her players.
That's
and
good.
Like really like loves them in that's her family. You know, going from Michigan State for all those years, like I think she takes care of them like they're her girls.
Sure.
That said, I think that her coaching style is probably an acquired taste, a specific kind of style.
It could be very like, it's probably very American, probably very college, I would assume.
Right. And like, I don't know, maybe she's taken some different, that would be a really good question for her. Like, how have you approached coaching in a different way? If at all, you know, like in the last
write it down.
couple years, write it down for next year. But I think that I think that there are some players who are like, I want to play for her so bad, you know, especially the ones who like really appreciated her style when they were in college. And then I think some players are like, not my style.
Yeah, which is fair. That's every coach ever, I think.
Right. It's good to have a thing, you know, have a thing you're known for that you care about. And if people really appreciate it, then they're gonna it's gonna go great, you know. And if they don't, they shouldn't play for you. Jumping to talk about coaches who are a specific type, Angel Perez. Word on the street is he's probably not gonna coach next year for this team. Now, I'm feeling like the reason why this is discussed was because they got the new ownership, and there was maybe some indication in a press release that was seeming like maybe they were going to look for a new coach.
Yeah.
But previously he had signed a multi-year contract extension. So then it's like, maybe that is that null and void with these new owners and GMs / could he maybe take like a GM role for Columbus or be involved in some other way? That's all TBD. But he may be a coach who's not coming back next year. Obviously, we know that Luca is gone, and we've heard that Thomas Robson will not be the head coach next year.
Just interim.
Just interim. I do not believe I've heard wind of any other coach moves, with the exception, obviously, of AGC to LA. Just wanted you to know that. Now, I haven't heard that they're staying 100% either.
Yeah. Year-to-year league.
Year-to-year, baby.
Hopefully we get those announcements at the same time we get player announcements.
Right. And you know what else? I would, from what I know, which is quite little, I would advocate for all the coaches staying. Again, just those ones that we think are. I think they all should. I don't want anyone, if anyone else says anything about Kayla Banworth, I'm going to be mad.
I don't know. Do we think that the coach that has had like the most losing seasons?
Are you talking about Fury?
Is it every year? No, it's not. It hasn't been every year.
Well, who are you talking about?
Yes, Fury.
Okay, just checking.
No, it has
Also,
been
just
every
wanted
year.
to, I needed to mention, they're the only team in this league who hasn't been in the playoffs at all during the time that they've existed in the league.
They have
Which is
quite
crazy
literally been
because
last
there's a
place
new, yeah,
every single year.
there was a new team last year and a new team this year, and they've both made the playoffs before Columbus.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
So
while I
Omaha
would
3
not
for 3.
advocate for anyone losing their job,
No, totally.
It
but
would make
maybe
sense.
there's some structural changes we can
Yeah,
make.
maybe it's a mutual parting of
Yeah, maybe it's
ways.
just like some natural attrition.
Yeah. We just
You got
all
not
agree
you
to go
guys
our different ways.
pulling corporate layoff discussions.
Well, mutual parting of ways is tough because
That's more a
then,
sports thing.
well, and
Yeah.
then you don't get your, like, if there's in your contract of firing payoff, you don't get it
Uh
if it's a mutual parting of
Or
ways.
what is the Gwyneth Paltrow conscious
Yeah, conscious
uncoupling?
uncoupling.
Kelly, we're just like so
We have
I
the
was gonna say
same
that.
like
We've
pop culture
really
references.
Goop.
we've really like hit our stride week 16 of this year. Totally. Do you know who else is consciously uncoupling? I'm pretty sure Raina Terry. I think she's out
Yeah.
of the Fury. Now, she just posted like all these teams who are gone, who are done
like a
this
goodbye.
weekend. They're all doing like thank you insert city here posts, and
Sure.
sometimes there's like a little inkling of like whether they're going to come back or not. And then also you got to look at the comments. I know you guys won't, but I'm letting the listeners know. You also got to check out those comments. And Raina did like a thank you Columbus and no like further detail. And then Megan Courtney Lush did like a fly away my little butterfly or bird or something.
She said, "Spread your wings,
grow
little
your
one.
wings." There it is. Thank you. Spread
Mother
your
is
wings.
so proud
Thank
of you."
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I read that as no more Columbus, but
Yeah.
I don't necessarily read into it beyond that.
I mean, it
I don't
seems like
think
she has
maybe
a
she's
pretty,
flying over the pond
yeah.
to
Well, and
Europe.
it seems like she's in a pretty strong position in terms of kind of getting her pick of places after this season that she's had. So
Yeah.
Totally. So I'm excited to hear where she lands.
She was in Columbus last year too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Time for another.
Time for something
Mix it up.
new. And the thing is that she improved year to year.
Oh
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think she has so much potential.
for sure.
Well, if we want to slightly transition to our
Oh,
like awards slash superlatives, that's
let's
a
do
good
it.
place to start because I don't think that she will win MVP, but I think that she deserves to be on the list to get some,
Yeah,
third place votes, perhaps fourth place votes,
I agree with that.
because
Wholly.
she was there.
Hmm
They didn't have a lot going on,
No, no,
and she was
no.
really great the whole time, anyways. So,
Yep, I think she's high on the list. But on that note, who
Yeah.
do you think the MVP will be?
I have a whole ass list.
I do
You
think
have
the
a whole
MVP,
list.
like
Yeah.
they give it to a player that on the winning team. So I feel like that at that point we have to decide who's going to win.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
that's
that it
separate.
will.
They have
Yeah,
a championship.
regular season MVP.
They also just have like a playoff championship MVP. So like
Oh.
Champu got the playoff MVP
Oh, right,
last year,
And it was Brittany
and
who was.
Abercrombie. Yeah.
regular season.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are two MVPs in that respect.
All right.
And then there will be like a rookie of the year, which maybe they call Rising Star. Remember that was Reagan Cooper year 1.
Yep.
And then there's coaching staff of the year. And then at that like gala, they've announced like positional best of,
Yeah,
right?
like league
Yeah.
team or all pro team or whatever
Right.
that they do.
Yeah. There's the first and second and the second team and that, but then there's also like, best libero. And that has all been like gala announcements, like the little fancy party, which I don't know if they're doing this year. Oh,
Wait,
Kelly,
sorry.
go ahead.
Real quick. I'm just because
Mhm.
now I have it pulled up. So at least last year, they were revealed as part of the award celebration on Saturday
banquet.
evening. And then they also have the awards for each position.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have most inspirational and then rising star.
Inspirational.
So
I think
I think that's
AGC got
always, like-
inspirational last
Yeah.
year.
I
They
think
were
that's
like,
always
hey,
No,
you're
it was
old.
Shara.
the leader, the best leader of the.
it
Oh,
was
maybe she had
Van.
the first year.
Yeah, it was Noah Sharp. Yes, it was the first year. Yeah, I remember that.
That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year award in the NFL, which is usually
It
like
is.
person most involved with their community and
Oh, sure.
You know what would be funny? I know that in basketball there's a sixth man. But in
Hmm.
volleyball, like when you've got two middles and a libero, there's really 7 people who play. So it would
Lady,
be an eighth woman.
eighth lady.
Like you just come in off the bench a lot and we
Yeah,
like you. I think there should be that 8th woman. Now
Yeah.
listen, I know I say leave us alone with references to other sports, but there's a legitimate application of this one. But yeah, I definitely want to talk MVP, Rookie of the Year, and Coaching Staff of the Year. And Ian has a whole MVP
I
list.
have a whole ass list because I was trying to get my thoughts out. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's the out people that I think should just get the 2 people that I think should just get like, mentions. I don't think they're gonna win. I think Raina Terry was the only person I had from a non-playoff team.
Okay.
And then I thought the other person that just deserved a shout, but probably won't win, is Sarah Parsons because
Yes.
that's been very chaotic there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been really good, and they did make the playoffs. And then I think
Right.
like the group is Mia Tuaninga, Marley Montserrat, and Mimi Collier and Sofia Maldonado Diaz are the like
Yeah.
4. But that's
I
what's
like
weird is
that.
like I think you could very easily give Mimi Collier the MVP and the Rookie of the Year, but I don't think they would do that.
Yeah. I don't
But it
think so
seems like
either.
how do you not give her Rookie of the Year if she wins MVP?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Possible. I think Grace Loberg also probably would get a shout, but I think that it could be a setter year for MVP.
I
Yeah,
would love that.
I think Marley could be an MVP.
Yeah.
It's interesting
Mm.
that we're not clamoring for Mimi because I think that her stats are so great that she seems
Yeah.
to the fans like an automatic choice. But I just
I
want to
think
bring
she'd be the
up some
favorite.
statistics.
Okay.
Okay, her season numbers: she gets 4.5 kills a set, unbelievable,
Hmm.
and she has a 302 efficiency versus Indy. She gets 2.7 kills a set and a 177 efficiency.
That's a fun. That's that's a fun stat.
I
And I
just
think she
don't
gets
think that
like
the
another.
MVP
Yeah.
should play really great against everyone except for the number 1 team.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's also tough just it being obviously like non-parallel comparisons to a setter. So you have to like see what you
Yeah,
value. I
not a
think
point
that
production.
Yeah, like I think that Mia is an easier one for Indy because they don't have like they didn't play as many sets, so there aren't as many people like up in the counting stats, just with like
Mhm.
raw number of kills.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I could also see Brittany got it last year. I think it would be difficult to not give it to the person that broke your kills record
I
for the
know.
season.
But then like who would they give best outside and who would they give
Yeah.
I
best
think
like rising
Sophia
star?
I think Sophia deserves something.
True.
That's what's interesting is like sometimes I think they'll give best outside to somebody that's basically kind of next best outside that didn't win MVP or didn't
Yeah.
Right.
win
Yeah.
one of the bigger awards just to not give Mimi Collier like 3 awards or whatever.
Yeah.
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 So I could see them doing like if Mimi Collier wins MVP, them giving Sofia Maldonado Diaz Rookie of the Year, even though that's
If they
kind of ridiculous. Be
if
like
they give
Mimi
Mimi
is a rookie.
if they give Mimi MVP, I feel like it's them just being like, please stay. Please. We give
But
you this
see, wait, think about
award.
this. But think about this. If it was you, Kelly,
Uh-huh.
and you entered a league for your first rookie year and you got MVP right away,
I'd be like, I'm gonna go play in Italy.
see ya.
Yeah.
Put me in Turkey, like
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I don't really. Now, does that mean,
But
like,
this is
I'm
the
not
why
saying
this
that's
is
a
why the
reason for her
league
not to get it.
Yeah.
but this is why the league shouldn't be the one deciding who gets it. Because
Well,
there's
do
all
you
this
think that it's.
bullshit motivation.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess they
I
probably vote. The coaches probably
I
vote
was
and like
hoping
Should
there was a
be.
coach vote. I
staffs
think.
are voting.
Yeah. I
Because
think
that's
so
what
too, but I don't know for sure.
yeah. Because that's like player of the week stuff.
Yeah.
Totally.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I think
Sarah
that.
Parsons did get 2 player of the week.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying is
accolades.
like them she I think in my mind gets a lot of credit for like not being the person that like I would be, Brooke Nonneviller's the one that you're coming in being like she's gonna carry this team and they struggled a
Mm-hmm.
lot and
Mm-hmm.
She's not gonna get
she's
it.
really
Sorry,
steady
girl.
for them.
Not
But
this
yeah, I
year. I
don't
mean, but
think
that's the thing. You would
there are
have thought
two
that she
teams
would.
that are really, head and shoulders better than the rest of the league.
Right.
I would think it would
Yeah.
have to be an Indy or Dallas player.
Yeah. I would just like to posit one more potential it would kind of be a big deal for a libero to get it. But
Elena Scott.
Yeah.
Elena Scott. That could be
Similar
fun.
arguments when it comes to like a team that's on top and there's not one hitter who's standing forward as like consistently putting the team on your back.
Yeah.
Elaine, the
I
combination
like
of
it.
Elena and Mia is
What was
what is
the
helping them.
what was the one inspiring? Like was that the
Yeah.
award?
Yeah.
That
Who
could
knows what goes
be.
into that? Most
Mhm.
inspirational.
Because I could see
She
that because
inspires
I
me.
definitely like, and I think that she inspires that. Like, she seems like one of the main leadership voices on that team. So
Yeah,
if
totally.
that's what the award is, then I could easily see that her winning that as well.
I mean,
You know,
do you know what's incredibly inspiring to me? A libero setting a slide.
Or
What?
yeah. Or a
What's more
3 ball.
inspirational
Or,
than that?
yeah, 31.
She did that this week.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Coaching staff of the year for me has to
Mojo.
either be, oh, really? I was going to say Dallas or Indy, Windsor
I
or
could-
Bertolacci.
I could
I
see
hear
all
players
the
are like,
arguments
how do
for
I
those
play for
three.
one of them? Players right in free agency have been like, hey, I'd like to play for her.
Yeah.
Insert
Okay.
those two coaches. They
Okay.
have such good international experience.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they're new this year.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be one of them.
Indy, you're right. Indy, yeah, you're probably right.
It's got to be.
I just
They're
think
so
about like
cool.
Mojo, like just they clawed their way back.
I know. But that's
Well, that
why,
was-
what did I say that Alicia should win?
Basically most inspiring, but coach. We also, like, speaking of the Mojo real quick, like, we didn't mention Marley. She did finish with the best hitting efficiency at 431.
Incredible.
Almost 60 points better than anyone. I think that
That's
she's
so great.
yeah, Grace Loeb. I mean, obviously it's like 81 kills, but
Yeah.
still, it's pretty crazy as a setter.
Mhm.
And I don't, Grace Loberg had a good year, but I would think that Marley's probably their candidate.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to do the superlatives that I made up?
Yeah.
Also on coaching real quick, how much do
tell
you,
me.
when there's two really good teams, like how much are you giving the coaches credit versus being like, oh, it's easy to coach
The good players.
really good teams?
Well.
Indy was
This is
second
why-
last year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, Dallas didn't even
we don't
exist. They
think
have
he was a good
infinity
coach.
more wins. Yeah, exactly. So, like, what are
Infinity more wins. I mean, I get you, but it's also what you make of it. And actually, if you think about it, Lauren's making consistent production from a variety of players.
Indeed.
Getting signings later in the season. There's nothing she can't do.
Is she GMing them?
No.
So you're just cutting their GM out. Like, fuck
Well,
you.
no, I'm
She's
not
getting all
doing
the
that.
players.
She
She's
has
coaching them all.
relationships. She has relationships with some of these mid-season joiners. A lot of coaches are relied on for that.
Jalen
GM's
King.
doing a lot in order to, make it a good experience for those mid-season transfers. But I do think that these particular middles were connections that she had. That's what I think.
I agree. I'm just playing.
Don't make
Devil's
Don't make
advocate.
it so that the internet thinks that I don't like the indie GM. I love her.
She did not love
Okay.
me because I had a football in the press conference.
He
But
was
there
like,
was
"How
no
dare
vials
he?"
on sale at the store that you were running. So really, whose fault is it?
And as we're really big freight fans, so
Yeah,
Huge
I'm
Freight
big
fans.
into the IFL.
yeah.
Huge freight fans. We can be fans of a lot of things. That's legitimate.
Exactly.
Okay, here's my first superlative that is not one that the league will give. Okay.
Okay.
I want to know who you think is the best performance post transfer.
That's like two people. Are we saying
So they
trade
should
or
be-
also free agency?
No, not a trade. Free agency. That means like somebody who played this year on a different team than they did last year.
Oh, I thought you meant like
Oh.
mid-season
Yeah. So like
transfer.
Morgan Hens.
Yeah,
No.
Morgan Hens or Elena Ogle.
That
It's
word
one of
is
the two.
trade. That word is trade.
Well, transfer
Although-
means trade.
Don't
in
teach
Europe.
me
Oh
vocabulary.
my god! If
Transfer
I
means
said
trade.
trade, I would mean trade.
Okay.
Well,
Post
transfer means
transfer.
Okay, some options for you to
Change
consider.
of location.
Change of location. Some
Okay.
options for you to consider. Maren Grote, San Diego this year.
Really good.
Grand Rapids last year. Grace Loberg, San Diego this year. Vegas last year.
Also really good.
Mia Tuaninga, Atlanta last year. Indy this year. Okay. Lane Van Buskirk, Vegas to Dallas. Kayla Lund, if you can believe it, she was on San Diego year 1, Columbus year 2, Indy year 3. Londot, I believe, came over from Fury. That's another option here. And we could go Morgan Hens if you wanted to. She's been on 3 teams in 2 years.
Just kidding.
Sydney is technically one of the options.
Marley.
All those teams that they left.
Marley, Atlanta to San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Marley's
point. All the teams that left, that they left, could have used them. Absolutely.
Those are all
I'm going Marley.
You're going Marley.
I'm going Marley.
makes sense to me.
Yeah. Grace is a good one too, though, actually.
Aaron Grout, Mia also seems like one of the leaders in that team too. That's a lot of good players. I like Maren Grout a lot. I would like that
I do
one,
too.
but
And I think that while some of her success might be attributed to Marley and their connection, I just feel like she has really stepped up as like, they need Maren on Mojo. They need her to do well, and I think that she steps up. They're all also, I've mentioned this before, there are little things that she does this year that I don't feel like she was doing very much last year.
Yeah,
she steps in last minute, out of system plays with like very smart choices. And middles aren't usually expected to do much of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
but if you had a most improved superlative, maybe Maren Grout's getting that.
Ooh.
Interesting. I don't know. I think that she produced a lot of like attacking strength on Rise, but I just feel like now she's kind of the whole package. Okay, you want a different one?
Sure.
How about something sad? Most heart-wrenching injury.
Oh, that's
I mean, it feels like, yeah.
Blake Muller.
Damn. I was saying Brittany Abercrombie just because that's the MVP.
It was
That was such a
extremely
weird-
impactful.
That was such a weird injury, though, because it was like we never really knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, if we're saying heartbreaking and like that was ugly and
Yeah.
seemed like it really hurt a lot and
Yeah.
Then I'm kind of going with Leah Meyer on Rise
Mm.
because we did see that live and it sucked.
Can you remind me what injury it was?
Knee.
It was a knee, and she
Oh.
definitely needed some kind of surgery. I don't know which CL, but I think it was a CL,
It was a ligament.
a blank CL.
Yeah, where at least Brittany Abercrombie's was, I mean, it was bad to keep her out for a while, but at least she's back now already, and I don't think she had to get surgery.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to
Happier
know
one, maybe?
a happier one, maybe like a silly one. And, you know, no shade, but a little bit of shade. Who is the player that you think is most likely to seem like they would forget their knee pads?
Damn. I have stress dreams about that all the time.
Forgetting your knee
You're
pads.
forgetting.
Just any sort of sport thing where it's like I
Oh.
show up to play sport and it's like you don't have any of this stuff. That
Do you
need.
have that more than like school stuff? Like school.
Sometimes I'm
I didn't
like-
show up to the.
Yeah, or
The
I
class
never
the
have
entire
been to this
semester.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what
or all
happens
your
to me.
teeth falling out. I think we might have some like anxiety dreams going
Yeah.
on in the group.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so you don't want to send shade anybody's way here?
Well, I just don't think that I know them like anyone like that.
Of course you don't. It's just based on perceptions.
But even then, I don't
You need to be
know.
on social media more.
I don't think that should be prescribed for anyone. I don't think.
Also,
Okay.
I don't think
it-
anyone should ever hear the sentence, "You need to be on social media more."
Maybe just
Well,
during
I'm also going to
season.
throw it out there that like I don't think they can forget. I think they have the knee pads there for them. Like they're professional.
I feel like
athletes.
they're in their bag and they put them in there and they get on the plane.
They're just their one set of knee pads, and they're like, "You didn't bring them. You didn't bring them to the locker room that we had for you."
Okay, you're not gonna just like go with me on this.
Nikki, what's your answer? And we'll
Well,
tell you.
I have-
And we'll tell you if we agree or not.
I think that I'm like a little bit chickening out on my own question because I'm gonna go with Kelsey Payne, not because I think like
That is
she's
so
a ditz
mean.
or anything.
That's
but
so
wait,
mean.
no,
Yeah,
because
what
I think
women
because,
ripping
because
other
I
women
think
down.
because because I think that she would just be like, I don't really dig that much. They don't really hit the ball with
Damn.
me. Like it would more be like a
Yeah, I
hit
don't
the-
need
not-
those.
Not because I don't dig, but because they don't really hit the ball to the right side all
Yeah,
that
sure.
much. And she would just be like, I'm trying to block, you know?
Yeah,
All right.
maybe it's like I've got to, I've
got
got
other
like
stuff
some
to
sort
worry
of
about.
Yeah. Well, and they're chafing. I'm like, I don't want to wear those. I don't need it.
Yeah, and I don't need to fall down. I'm gonna take my long arm and go boop. It's up.
I guess
I'm
those
not gonna
like,
fall down.
but like I said, we talked about it before. The knee pads seem like shin pads, really. Sometimes.
For some players, not for everybody. It's pretty
Is it a
split
comfort
these
thing?
days. Well, I think yeah, you want to be able to be mobile.
It's how you dive too.
Well,
So
it's
people
also how
dive
you
different
dive.
different ways.
That's right. Where do you wear your knee pads, Kelly?
I don't even know how to answer that question. Do I need to like bring my knee
Is it
up to
upper
the camera?
shin?
In the context
Yeah.
of your kneecap, what are you thinking?
Like just like right.
Oh, a little low. Okay.
Yeah, so not on the cap.
So
It's
that
not
when you bend, it's right in the pit.
Yeah.
sure,
Like
sure.
the
In the
top
knee
of
pit.
it is
pit.
right in the pit.
The leg pit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
the knee
knee
pit.
pit.
What
Yeah,
about
of
you?
course. I'm a little higher than that.
So when you're bending, there's a restriction.
The knee
Only
pad
a
has to
little
be
bit.
bending as
Yeah.
well.
I also fold down. I'm a millennial volleyball player. I fold down the top band to give myself a little less restriction.
Yeah.
But the other thing is I'm setting from one or both knees not infrequently. So I more need it for that than for digging.
Fair.
I love
I
to
would
set
bring
from the
one of
ground.
those like garden stools that you attach to the back of your calf and you can just sit on your calf, kind of like a catcher. I would bring that to volleyball.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
we could give that a try.
Yeah.
Along with the giant catcher's mitt, like injury wraps that are like 12 inches each side for blocking.
You know, we recently had the innovation of wearing the arm sleeves,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
So we're
Compression.
we're up for a new
We need something.
gear innovation.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, how about two more?
Okay.
Okay.
See, okay, 2.5. The 0.5 that I'm going to say that I don't think you guys have anything because you don't feel like you know them. But I wanted you to answer, who do you think the best driver is? They all get rental cars.
So this I had thoughts on, but it was more
Oh.
positional.
Great.
Like who
Give
do
me
we
that.
think like bros, defensive drivers? Not kind of,
Also,
they're
can
not
they reach the
getting.
pedals?
Yeah, well, and like, but they're not, they're not going to get you there fastest, but you're not crashing.
Sure,
Who's
okay.
setting who's setting quick most? They're driving like 130 miles an hour on the highway. You're getting there fast, but you could all die in a fiery crash.
I
I
And
think
think
then-
I think Morgan Hens would be a good driver.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
totally.
She's keeping everybody
Yes.
safe.
I
That's
think
right.
the answer is just the oldest person. I don't know if she's the oldest. I'm just saying, like, who is the oldest?
Probably Allison Mayfield on Rise, or
Was
perhaps
it
Natalia
Megan Lush?
Valentine Anderson.
Oh,
Megan
yeah.
Lush was doing
On
the
Dallas.
mother stuff. Like
Megan Lush is very mom vibes.
keeping
Okay, so
everyone
now
safe
we're
in
just
the
saying
minivan.
who's driving the mom van. That's
Yeah.
like
she's
the
keeping
other,
everyone safe in the
She's got to
minivan.
keep her kids
Elena
safe.
Scott, maybe
Same
we're
with
more like
Sarah
Ranger.
Parsons.
Having fun.
Also
Yeah,
a mom.
exactly. Yeah.
Now we're thinking, what are they driving? Okay.
Yeah, Elena Scott, it's more like, yeah, we're in Boulder, Colorado in a Range Rover all together. We've got hats.
Marley's in a Jeep Wrangler.
Sure. And then I don't know who's fast, who's in the
I just feel like Reagan Cooper has a lead foot.
maybe Mia
She's
with
just
her
like
she's
serve.
really-
all gas. No
All
Maybe
brakes.
the
gas.
guys like every time
Zooming.
Mia serves, they yell boom, and maybe she's in like a Mad Max combat vehicle
Hmm.
that's running people down.
Sure.
Could be safe, but you're also getting into more kind of risky situations.
For sure. Great. That actually went much better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, let us know because I don't know who's good at driving. Obviously, Nikki
I don't.
doesn't think women can drive very well. But,
Yeah.
I mean, not me.
Do you want...
One you had was can't believe they're not starting. I assume that's Sydney Hilly for you.
Well, I've said that too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's an obvious one.
I think I can't believe they're not starting, said in the cadence of I can't believe it's not butter.
Can't believe we're not starting.
Thank you, Kelly. I think that for me, I interpreted this my own way, which was that like why I wanted to see them play more.
Mhm.
And
Sure.
like me, I don't know. They must not be playing that well in practice, but like I really wanted to see Malaya Jones
Yeah.
Mm.
from Dallas on the right side. I'm sad about that one.
Yeah, that one's tough because like I get that they're winning a lot. But it also seems like, yeah, as we've talked about many times, we're pretty focused on the same stuff as Dallas.
Yeah.
And maybe you'd want to see some other stuff just to see.
Yeah, right. Just to see. I think that at various points, I really thought Charity Looper should be starting all the time, but Amy had so many outsides, and I understand why she shifted it around. But boy, I thought charity should have been the go-to. Okay, that one had a lot of depth to it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sick. It's
What do you
not like the
guys-
driving question, you know, like
I think that maybe I want to do player I'm most parasocial with. And I understand that, again, I'm the one on the socials.
Yeah, let's
okay?
hear your answer.
Well, mine's obviously Mia Tuaninga.
Okay. I didn't know that was
I-
obvious, but okay.
Oh, sorry. No, the reason is I just feel like it's less like maybe I'm stretching the definition of parasocial. I just want to be friends. That's all
Oh.
I mean.
sure,
Okay.
yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's just stalking. Like that's a different thing than being parasocial.
Mm,
But it's like I
about
think
that.
they would think I was cool.
No, I don't think she'd think I was cool, for the record. I just
It'd be
would like
fun.
to meet her. I think she's cool. That's maybe what it is. Who do you think is the coolest?
I mean, we did see Elena Scott has what I assume are two different colored pairs of Nikes that she mixes and matches and wears at the same time. That's pretty cool.
She's probably pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people born after the year 2000 who are pretty cool.
Yeah, that have
Totally.
major
But there's
skibbity
different
riz.
brands, there's different types.
Yeah.
There's some types of social media Gen Z cool that I actually personally do not believe is cool.
I think Like Couture's super fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Or Johnny Taylor.
I think Ajani
Uh-huh.
Taylor's
That's what
also
I'm-
cool, but like young
Mhm.
in a
Yeah.
younger, like maybe I don't
That's
know.
who I
Like
want-
I
that's
feel
who I
like
want to be friends with.
yeah, the whole indie team seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
But also I feel like it's probably easier to seem cool and like we're all having fun
You're winning.
When you
when you're
win.
crushing everyone.
Totally. I mean, I met Kaz Brown last year at the press conference. She was incredibly cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she is cool.
She is incredibly cool.
I've heard Leah Edmond is like the most lovely person ever.
And she's
That's-
more, like kind of gives. Some of these players really give, like, let me think about the math. Like, no, I couldn't have birthed any of them, but some of them are really young.
Sure.
I bet like Mimi, like I bet Mimi's cool.
Sure. But I just mean like when you get players that are more like millennial Gen Z cusp, I'm kind of like, okay, maybe we could be friends.
Oh sure.
But when you get like the pure Gen Z, the youngs, I'm like, you're
how
kind
do you
of
do
an
fellow
alien, I think.
kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
that's probably I would think it has to be like more of a veteran player that's like, they're taking the kids out. They're paying for dinner sometimes.
Yeah, like Kendall White
Yeah.
is just like leading the Dallas Pulse field trips.
Yeah, like, hey, we'll go to this spot
Yeah.
that I know from the 1 year I've been in the league before you.
Right. Well, that's right. Okay. I just wanted to mention one thing about playoffs, and that is that, Ion is free. I don't know like who said it wasn't.
It was me because, I'm just trying to stir the pot, man.
No, it was me.
You
I
know?
mean, I would never be wrong. So anyway,
I've been
how
told
you
it's
can
free.
find it,
I'm
we're
not
pretty
so sure, man.
It's available over the air in most markets. So get yourself an antenna from the Best Buy. Am I right?
Yep.
Am I right again?
The hell are you talking about? They broadcast television over the air?
So, what I'm pretty sure, I do think that you can do the Roku channel as well
Okay.
and get Ion through the Roku channel.
Oh, there you go.
You don't-
Well, we'll see.
You don't
Like,
have
you guys
to have
will
a Roku device. You can just go to the
Okay.
Roku channel on web and
on
find
the,
Ion
on the
through there.
www.com.
On the World Wide Web.
Well, I'll let you know because you guys will be there live. Maybe we can
That's true.
check in at some
Hmm.
point on Instagram or something, and I'll let you know how the television experience is going for me.
Yeah.
Which, as we're talking, uncool millennial. I'm getting
Right, I
tired of
wanna
the
know.
technology. My
don't know
glasses
about
are
your
having to become stronger and stronger.
So it's
every
good that
year.
you can just use your antenna to access this.
I don't have an antenna, Kelly.
Why don't you have an antenna?
I don't have an antenna except maybe as like a lightning rod up on the house somewhere. There's no way it's attached to anything.
Oh my gosh.
This is like I also don't have a telegraph machine in my house. What? I don't know where you're like. There's no fax here.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
no facts.
Do you have a printer? Wait.
I do have a
Hold.
printer.
Do you have a
slash
printer,
scanner.
Nikki?
I do not.
Whoa. You're just
Wow.
using the Kinkas?
The couple of times per year I need to print something, I do it at work.
Yeah.
Oh, you're stealing resources.
Yeah, stealing
That's
corporate
baller.
resources. Well, it's probably just stuff for work that you're printing anyway.
Well,
so.
kids, you can go to the local library and print stuff too.
I
True.
love the library. Let's go. Go find the championships on Ion. It's 2 matches on
Pumped.
Thursday. We'll
Yeah.
The
be
7th,
there.
May 7th.
6 o'clock is the first one. That's Indy and Orlando.
Central
And
Time.
the
then
second one's just when it ends.
when it ends, pretty late. It's going to be late, Kelly.
I'm gonna
That's
be
good,
so
though.
tired.
I'm going to have a couple
Get the
energy
nap
drinks
in.
and it's going to be crazy. And the other thing is, if you're there, come say hi to us. Flag us
Yeah.
down. We'll come say hi.
We got some
have,
stickers.
access. We'll give you stickers. And the other thing is, if you're not going to be in person, we should be doing some kind of YouTube or Instagram live check-in. So
Some point,
follow us
yeah.
on YouTube.
Follow us on social
at Court
medias.
Captains Pod. Find us on socials.
Get on social media more.
Get on social media
Yeah.
more. That's like
Nikki
famously
wants
what I've
everyone
always
thinks,
said.
yeah, everyone should be on the internet a little bit more.
Absolutely. At least just like for the playoffs to give us some pause mens, as Ian
Yeah,
loves
some
to say.
Posmans. And also just like if you hear anything about this 4th or 5th new team, let me know. If you're out there, I'm interested to see what that could be.
I'm interested.
So
And then-
real quick before, go
I
ahead.
was just going to say Saturday, May 9th is the final. Okay.
Okay.
2 p.m. Central Time. That's the winners of those
Afternoon.
games.
2 p.m.
That's the day game. Okay.
Now, yeah, just real quick before we wrap up,
Yeah.
who do we all pick? Who do we pick?
Oh, I mean, I'm all in on Indy.
Yeah, me too.
I
What
think
about
we
you,
could
Ian?
have an Indy Dallas final. I know I didn't say that before. I think that it could be Indy Mojo. And I think that that's kind of what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Indy will win, but I'm rooting for all of the lower seeds to win because that's always fun. That's
You're
crazy.
rooting for Omaha?
Well, yeah, they're my favorite team. They're the favorite team of the pod.
Of course.
I would be heartbroken if Indy lost. I'm not kidding.
It could be
That'd be
it's anyone's
wild.
match.
Chaos
anyone's
is what I
championship.
most desire.
They're
Except
gonna
I
be so
do not
fun.
think Dallas will win. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you think Mojo will beat Dallas?
Well,
Okay.
or whatever. Just in,
Or
Yeah,
they'll go
or
to
they
the
lose at
you
the
don't think they'll
final
win
or
the
something.
championships?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be interested to see, it'll be a decent, it's been almost a week since Mimi Collier and Sofia Maldonado Diaz have played until
Right.
they would play in that semifinal. So,
Right.
Yeah.
and if the
Yeah.
lower seeded teams win, I think that's closer to us getting like a 3-match series
Oh, you think?
because they'll be like, oh my God, we want the teams that are really good to have a better chance of winning, and they'll give a series.
Mm.
I want a series either way. Thanks.
Yeah, I would like that. That'd be nice.
I see what you're angling at, though, Ian.
Yeah,
Wow. It's going to be fun.
so exciting.
Yay.
Okay, so thanks
Yeah.
for listening to Court Captains, a volleyball podcast. Please give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and like and subscribe on YouTube if you like what you're hearing. Support small podcasts. And if you don't like what you're hearing, then please just go ahead and mind your business. Follow us on Instagram at Court Captains Pod and email us your questions or comments at courtcaptainspod@gmail.com.
And don't forget to be the captain of your own court.
Especially come playoff time.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.